Depressed, frustrated, sad, confused. You want answer. Let's talk. Give me a message sa page ko sa Philippine Dating Coach and you can have one-on-one coaching with Coach Baze, your dating coach. Just please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button.
I just wanted to make sure na ginawa mo muna lahat ng best mo bago mo gagawin ito no contact rule. There are times na no contact rule, it will work like you are a very mysterious person and in order for the other person to be satisfied, ay kailangan niyang i-reach out ka. Kailangan niyang makausap ka at higit sa lahat, kailangan niyang i-chat ka, kailangan niyang i-text ka, kailangan niyang tawagan ka. Basta kailangan ka niyang maramdaman, basta kailangan niyang ma-feel yung touch mo. At doon mo malalaman na effective ang no contact rule kapag naging misteryoso ka sa isip ng ex mo. And that is what you wanted to happen, right? But first of all, bago mo gamitin ang no contact rule, you need to check the situation kung applicable ba talaga sa'yo to. O baka naman ang kailangan mo lang gawin is makapagkasundo muna sa ex mo para magkaintindihan kayo. Because there are times na napakadami naman dyan na magjowa, magkarelasyon, or mag-asawa na hindi naman basta-basta naghihiwalay. Hindi naman lahat alam mo no contact rule, di ba? So, hindi naman siya nag-work na parang, ito lang ang nag-work. I'm not claiming it na no contact rule lang ang pwedeng mag-work sa ex mo para magbalikan kayo. No. Kung merong ibang coaches na nagsasabing no contact rule lang ang tanging way, don't believe them. Napakadaming relationship dyan out there na makikita ninyo na hindi naman puro no contact rule lang gamit. Minsan yung typical lang, hindi naman sila nanood ng YouTube. Mga pinapanood lang naman nila sa YouTube, yung mga simpleng vlogger lang naman. Never silang nag-cross dito sa page or sa YouTube channel na Philippine Dating Coach or sa ibang breakup coaches. Pero bakit nagbabalikan sila? Wala lang, nag-uusap lang sila. Hindi nila ginagamit yung kung ano-ano man technique na no contact rule or anything like that. It has nothing to do with techniques. There are times na pwede mo naman siyang i-reach out. Pwede naman mag-usap na lang kayong dalawa para mag-work siya. Pero ang pinakatanong dyan, kailan ba kasi dapat gamitin ang no contact rule? Kailan ba yung right timing? Baka naman kasi in-apply mo ka agad, hindi pa naman yun yung timing para sa'yo. Yan kasi yung pinakamahirap ma-determine kung kailan yung right timing para gamitin ang no contact rule. If you are not sure, kung hindi ka sigurado na ito yung proper way or right timing, magpa-schedule ka na lang ng one-on-one coaching para at least malaman natin kung kailan talaga or right moment mo na ba para gamitin ang no contact rule. Pero kung certain ka naman na ito na yung pagkakataon para gamitin yung no contact rule, and then what you just need to do is just to provide a commitment. Kailangan kapag ginamit mo no contact rule, maging committed ka. Hindi committed, kundi committed. Kapag nag-start ka ng ganyan technique, i-make sure mo na magiging commitment yan. Panindigan mo. Hindi pwedeng gagamit ka ng no contact rule, good for 10 days lang, 7 days lang, 15 days lang, minsan 30 days lang, na-miss mo na, nag-reach out ka na. Huwag ganun. Hindi basta-basta nag-work ang no contact rule ng ganun. Dahil you are going to make it happen na ang ex mo is mabibuild yung curiosity niya towards you. At kapag na-build yung curiosity niya, then that will be the time na mag-reach out siya sa'yo because your ex wanted to talk to you. He wants or she wants you in her life or in his life na makapag-usap at magbalik ka. Pag naging misteryoso ka na, dun pa lang siya magiging effective. And there are times na it takes so much time, it takes so much days, it times that it takes months para lang maging misteryoso ka sa isip niya because of lack of attraction. Hindi na kasi nakaka-attract yung dating mo sa kanya. At dumating na yung point na there's no attraction at all, wala nang attraction, kaya nangangailangan ng ilang buwan bago ma-build yung attraction para maghabol ulit siya at ma-miss ka niya or ilang linggo. But we don't know that. You just need to be committed. Huwag kayong magpadala o huwag kayong magpauto sa mga, alam mo yun, yung just checking the water. Para siyang pusang tinicheck lang yung tubig kung mainit o malamig. Yung nilalagay ng pusa yung paa niya dun sa tubig. Tapos gusto lang niya malaman kung mainit o malamig. Parang ganun. Kapag kasi you are just checking the water or yung ex mo, chine-check lang kung mainit ka pa o malamig ka, it's better to not reply. Huwag kayong magpauto sa mga ganun ng ex nyo na linuloko ka lang para lang mag-reply ka. Like, Kamusta ka na? Yung mga ganon. Don't be trapped by those things easily. Huwag ka magpalaglag sa mga ganon or tinatanong yung bill ng kuryente. Yung alam mo mga unnecessary. Yung mga hindi naman kailangan pag-uusapan pa. Those things. Avoid those things. You don't need to talk about those things. Avoid those things. As much as possible, kung pwedeng i-avoid yung mga yun, i-avoid na lang. Huwag niyong pag-usapan yung mga bagay na ganun. So, kung magsa-chat siya ng something like irrelevant dun sa situation, huwag ka na lang magre-reply. Kung i-chat ka lang niya ng yung utang mo kay tita, yung mga ganyan, huwag ka na magre-reply. Huwag mo nang ipilit pa na kailangan ma-replyan mo lahat ng chat niya. Na, you don't need to do that. All you need to do is just to stay calm and be relaxed. At kung kailan ka magre-reply, you need to understand the right timing kung kailan. Well, napakadaming videos dyan na pwede magsabi sa'yo kung kailan yung right timing para mag-reply yung ex mo or magpa one-on-one coaching ka na lang. Anyways, yan muna ang teachings natin for today. Thanks for watching.